And it's a 3/16 eyelet. I think I'm going to use the blue, which is your big stuff. Red is 18 and 20. Blue is 16 and 14. They claim. More like 16 and 18 though. Okay, so eyelets right here. It looks like the right one. Voila, there you go. Alright, so that's all we need. A couple wires back and forth, and we'll have what we need. It's not a major job doing this. Big change of what you're doing, but not hard to do. Okay, so there's our wire. All I gotta do is put an end on it. Go boom right into there. We're done. Now it's just a matter of how I want to get it that direction. Try to get up behind the gas tank here. Soak up some of this extra length. It doesn't want to cooperate. Shocker. Just cut this big eyelet off. Let's get out of the way. Boom, that's gone. Made a big difference. Okay, it's going straight at the tank like this. So what I need to do is put a curve in the wire like this, so it'll wrap around where I get to it. Boom, it drops right down to where you can get to it. A little trick, see, it just hangs right there. So allows you to get around corners. Alright, so now that goes up top. I'm leaving a lot of wire there for a reason. One is the more length you got like that, it vibrates, so you get some flex joint area. And two is if it breaks on you, you got room to put another end on it. So, it's two reasons to do it. So, it's just a matter of where we want it. On this one, I'm going to go up on the higher side. We'll determine that. Okay, next one is I got to go from here down to the coil. Looks like that's going to be at least about an 8-inch wire, maybe. Let's see what we got. We were using white, so here's white. So that just goes down to the coil. Boom, like that. Piece a little long. Now I can just leave raw wire hanging in there, or I can put in a protective sleeve to protect it a little bit. Doesn't hurt. This conduit here will be the protective sleeve, which is this stuff right here. Is that 1/8 inch or something? 3/16. So you just cut off a little piece of this, run your wire through it, you'll be fine. So I just need to figure out how much of this I want to use. I got to figure out how I want to get it over there without damaging anything. Ideally I want to go over the frame, but no way of doing that. stay put. So I got a couple of issues. One is this bracket's going to vibrate. So if the wire is laying down here in the V, it will eventually cut through, which would be a bad thing. Damn it. Can't get this stuff to stay put. There, screw it on the floor, kick it. I got about 8 feet of wire. I don't stay put. Okay, so now when you got this coming through here, now you got a problem going down to here. If you root it down through here, it's going to wind up being down through here like this. This kind of blocks your switch, which is kind of a crappy way of doing things. And once again, you don't want it down here in the bottom of the V. It's going to cut through. See one high up in the air. So that means you have to put some kind of a zip tie up there. And you've still got the problem of it's in the way of your switch. So I don't like that method at all. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to here. I'm going to come across the back side down there on the other side. Come behind this zip tie that's already here. Slip it across and just come right down the same wire to here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll have 2 of them right next to each other. It'll look the cleanest. It'll be the easiest to use and safest. So all I got to do is go back across over here. And probably go right behind the tank like I just did. Come down and circle back and go around. Something like that. And that's going to take up a lot of wire. But that's okay. Let's see if we can get this conduit to go through here where the wire came through. There we go. No problem. Okay, I got to figure out how I'm going to get back to the other side over there. Pick in here to get under there. Where's my nose picker? My nose picker. Just for getting behind things and yanking on them. You pull out a zip tie with this and you pull out enough and shove this through it. So, what I need to do is figure out how exactly I want to do this. Thinking like that. Just pull down what we need to match the other side. Okay. Slack. Kind of a rough way of doing things, but it's all right. Okay. Alright, so I'm not sure about right through here. It makes a tight loop, come back around, so I'm not sure if I continue that way or not. Probably not. So this here comes right down next to this one like we said. End it down here. Should be fine. The only thing I'm not sure is about making this 180 degree. It's basically making a 360 degree loop around that wire, which is not going to be very good. There's a zip tie in there, so that's going to be a little bit different lengths when we get done, I'm sure. Okay, we come over across the top. This one ends right here, so we're going to cut it off a little shorter. Okay, you got room for your eyelets obviously be in there. Let's give it about an inch. Cut it right there. Alright, looks like I left more than just an inch. Well, close enough. Okay, like I said, I'm not sure what's going to happen under here until I actually do this for real. Because until you got the wire in there, you don't know how it's going to route. Okay, but for now, that's what we got. That's pretty damn long. A lot longer than we thought it was going to be, I bet. Okay, where's my white wire at? It's running away from us. I thought this was going to be too long. It's going to be too short, so we might have to shorten this up a little bit. Alright, so, oh, it works out just perfect. Look at that. Just a little bit on each end. Okay, so obviously this is easy to do. Let's run this through. Now we're loaded. Boom, boom. Okay, now you just figure out how we're going to make this all work. So, now you got to decide which end you're going to put on first. You got two different directions you can go. You can start with the switch side on this side, or you can start with the coil on the other side. Always do the hardest first. So in this case, wrapping her up around through all this crap here and going onto a spade terminal is going to be the hardest. So we're going to put a spade terminal onto this first and get that part handled. Then I'll run it through the back side and do all the rest of it. So initially I just want to get this wire run through here. Now the other thing I can do is I can take this wire here and I can put a little slit inside of here and I can insert that wire up into here. So let's protect it going up underneath the gas tank there. So, which I kind of like doing. So let's see what that looks like. So theoretically, if you make these the same length out this side, that's going to cut that one right about there. Oh, I can come in a little bit earlier. I can actually plug that in a couple inches earlier. Okay, so I can plug that wire in about right here, run it all up through here. See how it looks on the other side. Just come out. Alright. Not sure exactly how we're going to do this yet, but we're going to be right in the middle of this thing right now. So you pull the wire out, put a little cut right here in the middle, about halfway. You put a little V-notch in there, makes it a little bit easier to get the wire through. Like that. There you go, a little V-cut. So it'll allow you to insert the other wire in there pretty easy. And this wire here will go all the way through. So let's get the other one in first. So right now that's going up and down around to here. Okay, go back on the other side over there and do a little playing. Some tools just in case. So the fun of making things work. Okay, so we're going to have this here. I'm going the wrong direction. Okay, that comes out of that. there. So this wire is going to go through here. Obviously does not want to do. Problem with this is this big thick ass wire is taking up most of the space in here. Oh, look at that. This insulation comes off. Good deal. There you go. That freed up a lot of space, getting rid of that junk. Big improvement. Oh yeah, that's night and day. Okay, how much more of that's going to come out of there? It's about an inch of it. There it goes. White wire. So this is now black wire, not white. Pretty hard to do this. Pretty hard getting this through. Didn't want to go through. This black wire is very rough texture on the outside, so it makes it really rough. This one's smooth, so it goes in easier, but there's so much drag. That's about it. Where am I at? It's right about in here, I can feel it. That one doesn't want to go any further either. It's right here. But it doesn't want to go. This one doesn't want to go either. So that's a problem. The problem is this piece of crap here has got a lot of texture on it. So I think what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to put a fishing rod through there. Run it through it. Let's see if I can do this without this. Going 4 more inches at least. Lube helps, but lube also hurts. It gets in the way if you're trying to push and pull. So it's a toss up whether it hurts or helps you. In this case, I ain't getting no more than that. About 2 inches short. So we'll try the lube. Otherwise I gotta make a little wire pull tire, which I didn't want to do. The more fancy you do stuff, the harder it is to do. The longer it takes to get done. That's why most people don't do it. This is getting all bent up here from me pushing on it so much, which makes it hard to get up there also. So straighten the wire out as best you can. So this has like a external wire going around this wire. Makes it really, really hard to slide. Makes it even harder. Yeah. It's supposed to make it easier, not harder. I think this stuff made it harder. Yeah. That did not help. It actually made it worse. That's surprising. Alright, that didn't work. I need a pull wire. Pull wire is one of the things that I don't know where it's at. Alright, so what are we going to do here? Figure out something to do here. I don't like using oil because that's not good. Grease and oil is petroleum. Petroleum eats up wires at times. Figure out what I'm going to do here. I'm using my wire. Yeah, this is definitely not going to go. It's making it worse, not better. Alright, I'll be back. Go find some wire.